What's up, y'all? It's me, D, aka BALLHOPPER, in the house. In my house, actually, my pretty new apartment that gives a whole new meaning to minimalist. Right now, it's alright, it's Spartan. It's clean and open like my psyche. This is pretty much the tour for now. The bedroom there and there, those are like kind of glorified walk-in closets right now because I don't have a lot of stuff. I don't even have a lot of clothes, but you know, come on, I'm BALLHOPPER. What do I need with a lot of clothes? I have a tennis racket, and I have athletic socks, and I have snappy outfits. I have a cornet, and I have a growing collection of golf balls because I live near the golf course now, and I haven't decided what to do with all of the golf balls that I'm going to collect. You see the big net that they put up to stop the golf balls from going into the busy traffic. It does not stop all golf balls. Some of them end up, well, out in the real world. And here in my apartment, my mouth is, well, it's defying me at moments to actually form words that sound familiar. I turned off the furnace because it's kind of noisy. I decided to leave the dryer running. It's natural ambiance. It's me in my own setting right now. I wanted to make a point of showing you, yes, because I built this set especially for this special episode, but I didn't want to just leave you, you know. I wanted to take you behind the scenes. Now we've gone behind the scenes, and we'll get back to, this is like, you know, this is the actual set part, right? The rest is studio. But now you're seeing the studio and my coffee. Coffee's important. BALLHOPPER drinks a lot of coffee, smokes a lot of marijuana, has considered cutting back on both, and sometimes has to cut back on at least one of the two because it may be, you know, not as abundant as BALLHOPPER would like. But that's rare, and that's getting rarer, that's getting rarer. I'm going to start speaking of myself in a sort of, would that be, what person would that be if I am BALLHOPPER and I call myself BALLHOPPER? Is that first person? That's annoying when normal people do it, but when you are BALLHOPPER, it's kind of expected. It's like when you fucking Yoda, but Yoda doesn't actually refer to himself as Yoda. Yoda say. No, Yoda's cool, man. Yoda's like, Yoda. Hey, you learn from the best, right? I'm not saying I'm the best, I'm saying Yoda's the fucking best. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? So I should kind of be somewhat direct about some of this because I may possibly run out of storage space on the phone. I don't know, today's Thanksgiving, so I'm bringing you the special Thanksgiving Day treat. Hang with me here because it's gonna get wild and it's already wacky. So, one quiet thought. I'd like to share a quiet thoughts on tennis. I'm here having not even played. I haven't even swung the racket in a few days. But Babby here just came home with me. I was over at Jody's having a nice Thanksgiving dinner. It was really lovely. Watch it on the Land of Tranquil Light YouTube channel. you'll be glad you did. It's a feast, okay? It's a feast in every sense of fucking feast. And anyway, Babby had been staying there momentarily, but I grabbed Babby on my way out the door and brought Babby home with me. And as I took Babby out of the bag, I thought, well, I'm not really going to hit today, but you know what? You know what? It sure feels good, even if you're not going to hit the ball, just to hold the tennis racket in your hands. It inspires lots of things. I think it inspired this clip that we're doing. Me picking up Babby here. Something magical. It just feels good. It feels right. Somebody who knows the feeling of, you know, love for a tennis racket. The way it feels to hold one. And yes, wield one, but just hold one, right? You know? It's comforting. And it is inspiring. And do I repeat myself very fucking well? Don't make me fucking smash Moto. Moto's like, bring it. Moto is the camera. Okay. And then, here's what's more. You're just sitting there enjoying holding your tennis racket because it inspires good feelings and stuff. And you never know what is going to come out of a moment. And so this is my new apartment, and part of the theme of, I don't know, this Thanksgiving and this clip and my life, everybody's life really, but mine in a really kind of poignant way for me right now. It's about change, okay? And it's about willingness for things to change. Willingness for things to change. Even if it's for the better, it's not easy. It's not easy to let something change, even if it wants to, even if it's ready. And it's okay that it's that way. You know it's that way. BALLHOPPER knows it's that way. And we can change even that. We can allow that to change. And the point of me saying is that I was sitting here doing this, which is in and of itself playing tennis, you guys. Remember that. And if you don't have a racket and you do this in your brain, you're playing tennis, right? Okay. Or if you're not doing either one of those, but you're stretching your toes, because you can feel it in your calves, and you know that ultimately somewhere down the road that's going to pay off. And it might be just right then in that moment because it feels good playing tennis. You know, it might feel good of its own accord, but you're also playing tennis, and then it feels like, I don't know, good squared because you're playing fucking tennis, you know what I'm saying? People who love tennis will know the importance. They will know the truth that I'm speaking. Okay, so what I came upon as I was just doing that was something different. Wait a minute. It's all about changing hands, or at least the part that's about changing hands is about changing hands when it comes to learning to play with two hands. Well, I've been changing hands straight across. Boom, left to right, left to right, left to right. And sometimes that happens. It seemed like, I didn't consciously know this, but it seemed like the technique needs improvement. I didn't think necessarily tweaking, but I thought improvement. And then I asked myself, once I realized I had done it once and started doing it again, if you flip the racket on its way over, well, see, I didn't that time. I think you're way more likely to take it up in the proper grip than if you go straight across. See, it tends to angle down if you're going straight across because of the angle your hand wants to grab it at. Because I'm just sitting here messing around, I flipped it over and it worked. I didn't do that consciously either. I did it in the scheme of things. And that's why you do things, because in the scheme of things, boy, you know, shit grows, weird stuff develops, you know, light bulbs go on, and things change. That's the point, things change. And now, you know, people who love tennis and are concerned with their grip will understand the importance of what I'm saying and say, yes, it is so. It's a scary thought to go from the way I have been playing to thinking of changing the way I do that exchange every time. You ask yourself all sorts of questions like, well, is it really better? Is it going to throw me off trying to learn it? And I think once you've discovered it, if it's actually better, it's kind of inevitable that it's going to take over. But I like the way it feels right now, and you know when you like the way something feels and you go with it, right? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there and see how that feels. And, you know, maybe a week from now, this will be a really kind of obsolete conversation because I'll be like, yeah, that was so last week, you know. Little changes, let's face it, that's a little change, but it's a big change. And, well, we're going to make a bigger change right now. Enough yada yada. And keep that tennis racket handy. Keep a ball handy too if you can. That's good, you know. Keep a ball even if you can't keep a racket. And if you can't do neither, you know, it's all in your head. That's what they say. Speaking of one's head, we're going to shave mine. It's going to be BALLHOPPER Reborn. Let's make sure this is still filming. Along with this very creative set, which I made, from some movies, including Tina Fey, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, which is a beautiful movie, y'all. If you haven't seen it, see it. It made me cry. I'm not kidding. And the Tao of Physics, which it's made me fucking very, you know, like that. There's really no word, you know. This is the Tao. There's really no word, man. So along with that little part, clever part, may I say, of the set, I built this one, which I would have liked to shoot this one horizontal to be artsy, and I'm going to do some of those here. But I thought, okay, look, the washer is on in the background. That's artsy enough, and it brings also the magical realism to the scene, and we can shoot it, you know, horizontal, or is that vertical? I can never tell, y'all, but standing up, right? And look, you fit right down in that little slot. I just had to make sure not to move anything, because if I do it just right, yeah, that's pretty good. No.